So I'm here at the AMD booth at CES 2020, where they're not necessarily showing off some cool stuff, but they did announce some cool stuff. So out of the new things that they announced, the only thing we're allowed to even look at is the new laptops, but we're not allowed to touch them. So I'm not going to be really showing much around the booth, but I can still talk about the new announcements. The first one, and the one I'm most excited about, is the new Ryzen 4000 mobile series. So you guys may remember a few weeks ago I made a video comparing the first and second gen Ryzen mobile processors. Those were based on Zen and Zen Plus respectively. This will be based on Zen 2. So all the same improvements that we saw over the summer with the 3000 desktop series we'll be getting now. And this one actually kind of impressed me a little more than I thought it would. We are getting up to 8 cores, 16 threads in a 15 watt package. So the Ryzen 7 4800U, 8 core, 16 threads, 15 watts, 1.8 to 4.2 gigahertz. Now, none of these new parts are using Navi graphics. They'll be using a slightly reworked Vega based on 7 nanometers. But still, this is very impressive. I mean, you can still get, this here says it'll be ranging from 4 cores, 4 threads, all the way up to 8 cores, 16 threads. They also have the new Ryzen 7 4800H. So this is a 45 watt model that goes 2.9 up to 4.2 gigahertz, still 8 cores, 16 threads. So this will be really interesting. I'll try to get my hands on one once they're available. I don't see anything in this press release or in this email about availability for the laptops, but hopefully I can get my hands on one soon. They also announced the new Threadripper 3990X, which is a 64-core behemoth of a chip, which will be available hopefully around February 7th of this year. So that one they did have a date on. So what's interesting here is that their previously released 24 and 32 core models didn't really have any competition anywhere else. They were just completely beating Intel. And now they're coming out with a 64 core model for, what was the price it says here? Yeah, so 64 cores, 128 threads, 280 watts, 2.9 to 4.3 gigahertz, and 288 megs of total cache. So that'll be very interesting. Available in February for a little under $4,000, $39.90 USD. So that's funny. We also got some new announcements on the Radeon side of things. So the new RX 5600, which is set to compete against the 1660 Ti from NVIDIA. It's a $280 card. Let me see if I can pull up the specs here. Yes, so the 5600 will have 32 compute units, and the 5600 XT 36. Both with 6 gigs of GDDR6. 1375 to 1560 megahertz. So most of the specs are pretty similar between these two cards. It's just that the XT model has those 4 extra compute units. So it'll be interesting to see once independent benchmarks come out for that, how it actually does compare to the 1660 Ti. They also announced FreeSync Premium, which is basically, from what I can tell, the same thing as FreeSync, but slightly improved. Yeah, so it basically has even higher refresh rates and HDR experiences to FreeSync. Also, new mobile graphics chips, so the 5600M and 5700M will also be available for more high-performance laptops. So we might see some pairing the 4000H series with some of these Navi mobile chips. So it'll be interesting to see once they come out how they perform. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that AMD has at CES this year. Thank you for watching this video from CES 2020. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my content from the rest of the show. And I will see you guys in the next one.